just the other day on my stories, I asked one of the questions, which is part of the pre-work questionnaire that clients are getting who are joining me for the CEO strategic planning meeting, which is happening on Friday this week. So you can still join us. Was what is the one goal that you want to accomplish before 2023 is over? And I've had lots of people respond to me. I shared the responses in my stories on my Instagram, but some of them was being able to scale to 5K months, and someone had one of my faves, which is getting to those 10K months. And let's be honest, there is a lot of coaches and service-based entrepreneurs and online entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs, full stop, that are out there right now, and you might be one of them, and you are ready to not just dream about 10K months, but actually experience 10K months in your business. And so today I really wanted to dedicate this episode to walk you through how you can apply my scale method into your business to allow you to make a quantum leap in your business, maybe before 2023 is over, and to ultimately allow you to achieve that 10K a month goal. So if 10K months is the one goal that you want to achieve before the year's over, I want to give you a tool that you can use. I want to give you a methodology that is proven again and again, that I have applied myself in my own business to allow me to scale, and that I am using with my clients who are scaling their businesses. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited to dive into that. And even though I'm going to take you through this scale method one by one, all these pieces work together. It's not like, we are starting somewhere, but I don't want you to look at this as like a linear process. It is really like a circular process that we go through again and again. We rinse and repeat it. We apply it. We start to embody the scale method as we're building our businesses. And what happens is that when we are able to apply this method consistently, it will infuse you with clarity, purpose, and intention into everything that you do. So 6 figures is going to await, those 10K months are going to await for you, but it is not a coincidence. It's really you being clear on what's got to happen and taking those steps and making the refinements and moving with this CEO vibe, and also probably getting yourself the support to help you get there. So let's dive in. What is the scale method? So I'm going to break it down, as I said, step by step. To start with, the first thing this is all about is creating a supportive, scalable foundation, a supportive, scalable foundation. And this is really where we're laying the groundwork for your success. I want you to really think about the what here, right? What is your vision? What is the goal? What are we trying to accomplish? Like, if we're looking at it from a business perspective, it's the what. What does your business look like right now in this moment in time? What have been your sales per month year to date? Where are you actually at, right? What is that looking like? What's working and what isn't working, and what are you learning from those things? What offers, programs, and services are you working with? What offer do you want to focus on for the next, 4 months, or even beyond that, to allow you to get to those 10K months? And then we can look at what needs to be changed, refined, or implemented to support our vision of doubling our sales. Okay, so these really are some questions that are clarifying, that allow you to get really clear on what am I actually working with. And what you're also going to notice here is that when we're asking what, and the questions that I just posed to you, we're really looking internally within your organization. Yes, even if you are just one person in your business and you have no team members, you have a company, you have a business, you have an organization, whatever you call it, we are going in to draw out wisdom that already exists, so we can actually get clear on what are we even working with, and what's the foundation we need to implement here so that it is supporting your vision of the 10K months, and that you actually are able to scale to that point. So your vision and your process, what you're going to do or what you're selling, has to support each other. Your business model has to be supporting and an integrity with your vision. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So this is where we're starting. And for those of you who are going to join me for the CEO Strategic Planning session, which is a 3-hour working session happening this Friday, you're going to get a powerful pre-work questionnaire sent immediately if you haven't signed up yet. And then on Friday, I'm going to guide you through this process in depth, and we're going to build on that to really allow you to achieve that 10K goal, or maybe double your sales before the year's over, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. We're going to make it happen. And I've included a link in the bio here as well. So if you'd like to still come and join us, you can sign up. There's only going to be a replay for those who are joining this session. There's not going to be an opportunity to purchase a replay to this session after it happened. Why? Because it is a workshop style session. We're going to do this together. You're not going to learn how to do it. I'm going to take you through the process, and you're actually walking away with the strategy and plan done. That's what we do at a CEO strategic planning meeting. We're getting the plan done, and then you can go execute and make it happen. So this isn't about more work. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. Create a supportive and scalable foundation. That is always where we're starting with. Now, the second piece around this, to be able to actually achieve this goal of your 10K months, is developing a CEO mindset and leadership. Okay, you really have got to be putting your big girl pants on and step into your CEO shoes and lead like a true boss. Again, even if you are one person in your business, it does not matter. But this is really the step where we're deciding how to make it happen and create a strategic plan, deciding on the actions we're going to focus on in order to be able to succeed, to achieve that 10K goal. And by having that, we're going to have a tool that allows you to hold ourselves accountable to our deliverables as a CEO. And this is really critical, because this is where we're determining the actions. And it really requires you to have a CEO mindset and to step into powerful self-leadership and radical responsibility around saying, I know what I want to accomplish. I want to have 10K months. I am going to have 10K months. I am making this happen. And here is how I'm going to make it happen. You have to really boss up and say, this is the plan, this is the strategy, and I'm sticking to it. Why? Because when we're focusing and getting really clear and giving this a shot, and I would say not even just for the next 4 months, but for the next 6 months, to stay really committed to this plan, to be clear on the daily actions that drive revenue, to be clear on your CEO habits and actions that you're going to take. These pieces are crucial, because you're going to spend far less time thinking and procrastinating or wondering what to do. And instead, you're actually following through and you're able to make things happen. And again, that requires you to have the CEO mindset. It requires bravery to put a definite plan in place and say, this is going to work, and to step into your self-leadership to actually do the things that you say you're going to do. And again, this is part of what we're going to be doing together on Friday. So if you don't want to do this alone, and you're ready to really transform and experience the transformation into a confident, visionary leader, then I invite you to come and join us. Click that link, sign up, and come on Friday and get your mind blown and your plan done. Okay. Moving on to the third piece of my scale method is really taking aligned and intentional action. I've already touched on that just now, but when you have a definite plan you're committed to, you can take aligned and intentional action. Saying goodbye to overthinking, having a more relaxed nervous system, inner peace, and you're able to have a growing client base and bank account. This feels so good. I think one of the things, and I want to talk to you about that in another episode, and we'll dive into that more, but you really are not going to be able to scale your business if your nervous system is maxed and taxed. If you're stressed about what to do, if you're panicked on how to pay your bills, if you're constantly reacting, and that is how you're trying, quote unquote, to grow your business, scaling is not going to work. This might be part of the reason why you're constantly stuck in this cycle of wanting 10K months, but not being able to get it, because your head is in the fire. Like, you're literally firefighting constantly. And we need to be able to get yourself out of it, which is why we build a supportive and scalable foundation first, and then we back it up with having a CEO mindset and leadership by determining a plan of actions, and then we can follow through on that plan. We bring logic, we bring support, we bring a framework, we bring something to hold us into the game we're playing, so we can show up and be held by that framework and express ourselves within it and move towards it and be focused and intentional instead of being all over the place. And when we have that, our mind can calm down, our body and our system can start to relax, because we can develop the trust and the certainty that comes with following through on that plan. And that is a game changer. And I see this time and time again, that oftentimes within our businesses, we avoid doing certain things, we avoid looking at certain things, we avoid putting plans in place, because we're trying to save ourselves from the disappointment of making a plan and it not working. But really what we're doing, we're actually living our disappointment by then not having a plan. So the thing that we think or worried about if we implement would mean we might fail is actually the reason why we're not being able to achieve our goal in the first place, because we don't really have a definite plan, because we're too scared to say, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take actions with that, and I'm committed to this no matter what, because I know it works. And obviously, if you're getting yourself support and if you're working with a coach or mentor, hello, I'm one of them, they can support you in creating that strategy, in creating that unique plan for you to help you get there. But ultimately, it's you as a CEO who ends up saying, yes, this is it. This is aligned with my values. This is aligned with my strengths. This is aligned with what I enjoy doing and how I want to build my business. So let's go. That is what we're going to do. And that leads me to the fourth thing within the scale method, and that's refining to leverage your expertise and your strength. So listen up. Part of growing a business and scaling is really about you more and more showing up to do the things that you're really good at, and start optimizing to create consistent leads, market and sell your programs and services efficiently, which means you'll probably have to start automating or hiring a team and give up some of the things you're not so good at, or some of the things that can be done by other people, so you have the capacity to serve more clients. Because as a service-based entrepreneur, as a coach, as a consultant, as a mentor, there's only so many people you can take on. As a copywriter, a graphic designer, a social media manager, there's only so many clients you'll be able to take on. And so more and more, we really want to optimize the way things are being done, and really by using automation, by using, starting to bring in team members, even if they're part-time, by giving up some of the things, but streamlining, we are able to really leverage our expertise so that you show up for the things that are most important. And if you are a personal brand and you are the face of your company, we want to make sure that you have time to show up for the revenue generating activities, that you have time to make the connections and build the relationships, that you are the one that is able to deliver on your promises around your programs and services and get your clients the results that you said you would get them, because that is what ultimately is going to continue to build your business, which means you are our number one asset in your business. So we want to leverage your expertise and your strengths, and we want to make sure that you're at the capacity to be able to take on more. And the way we can do it is by really leveraging your expertise, refining and giving up things that you may not need to do. And this can be done with automation. This can be done with automating or optimizing processes like even an onboarding process. And again, I'm going to have that as a separate topic at some point on my Instagram, my business riff. If you are joining me there, I'm there every Thursday at 1:15 p.m. I'm doing a free business riff where I have a mini masterclass, and then I also give some mentorship and coaching live if you want to hop on. And I can dive into that, and I'll probably also bring it to the podcast because I think that is a really, really essential piece. Now, let's get to the final part of the scale method. And that is moving with elegant focus so you experience that quantum leap growth that you want. So you can go from maybe 5K to finally those 10K months that you have been wanting. Okay. And there's so much still possible in those final 4 months of the year that we're going to be mapping out together on Friday with a group of incredible leaders. And what you'll be able to sort of focus on the next 4 months, and then in 2024 all up. Right? But in order to be able to scale to that 10K level, in order to ultimately get yourself to achieve that goal and any other goal that you have for your business, it will require you to move with precision and leadership. With precision and leadership. And to me, this is really bringing big cat energy into the way you show up and run your business. What the heck do I mean by that? Honestly, have you ever watched a big cat, a Black Panther, probably on TV? I've never seen one live, but like you watch them. They tend to be like patched up high so they can sort of keep an overview over everything that's going on. And they're elegant and they're powerful. But when they move with precision. When they move, it matters. They lead themselves to exactly what they want. When they pounce for a reason. When they take action for a reason. They don't waste their time chasing after animals that they won't catch because they're too far away or it's not the right location for them to be. Like, I want you to imagine this energy for a second, where no energy is wasted, where there is the big picture in place. They know exactly what they want and how they're going to get it, and they are willing to stay the course and move in this embodied energy when it matters. And they move with so much focus and certainty, and they emanate so much peace and poise and flow and grace that we're mesmerized by it. And the same thing happens when we're able to actually run our businesses with this essence. I call it elegant focus. It's a CEO vibe, but truly it will make you be successful, and it will make it look like what it is that you do and how you do it. It's almost effortless. And I get told this a lot of, wow, like you really are in such flow, like you're in an embodiment of your work. You really are emanating so much peace. Like, how do you do it? The scale method is part of that. I am embodying those 5 steps again and again. I bring them into everything that I do. I know what I want. I know how I'm going to get it. I hold myself accountable to my own deliverables. I constantly leverage my expertise, and I optimize the things that take up too much time that I don't have to do so I can move with elegant focus. And I have been making quantum leaps in my business and in my life as a result of it. And really, as you do this, and I have done it, your messaging, the way you show up, your energy becomes more and more magnetic, and your ideal clients start to see it, and they're like, oh, that is what I want. This is the person I want to help me achieve my goal. So this is using the scale method. And when you're really applying that, this is going to really help you to get to the 10K months. You got to make sure you have a supportive and scalable foundation so that your business model and what's happening and what you're doing and what you're selling is supporting the vision of 10K months. You've got to be able to have a CEO mindset and leadership so you can decide how you're going to do it and stick to it no matter what. No more circumstantial reacting, no more reactive mode, no more firefighting. That shit is not a vibe. It is not good for you. It is not good for your nervous system, and it does not look and feel attractive when you're showing up like that. Take aligned and intentional action based on the things that you said you're going to do. Just move with that. Leverage your expertise again and again. Leverage your strengths. Make sure you automate, streamline, and when you're ready, hire people to give up the things that are no longer serving you. And then move with elegant focus. Stop wasting your time or doing things that don't matter. Move when it matters. Retain your resources. Make sure you have the energetic capacity. Focus on your peace. Move with poise. Be in creative flow because you're having a structure to hold you, and you are going to be able to create this success in flow, and it will feel so much more effortless than it might right now. So success really ain't a coincidence, okay? You can infuse this clarity, purpose, and intention into everything that you do. And those 10K months are totally possible. You know, one of my clients came to me and she was at 3K months when we started working together. This was 5 months ago now. And she really was kind of in multiple different places when we first started working together, and we really honed in on these pieces. We slowed down, we brought in intention, we leveraged her strengths, we got really clear on the what and then the how. And the coolest thing is that not only has she been able to go beyond 10K months, she's had a nearly $30,000 month since, but she's also setting herself up for long-term sustainable success. And when we just recently had a finance meeting and dove into the future of her business, we had a good laugh about the fact that we mapped out in 10 minutes what would need to happen, or what would have to happen. Oh my God, forming that sentence for her to actually scale to 7 figures. So when you have this scalable and supportive foundation, you are literally set up. A side effect for that is that you can scale not just to 10K months, but far beyond, not just to 100K year, but to a 7-figure business if you want. And having the clarity on the what and seeing that it's totally doable, and then knowing that you have the support and you put in a plan in place on how to make it happen, it feels amazing. So I can't see what her and I are going to continue to do together. I love that her new goal is 7 figures, and I get to be a part of that. And that is what I want for you. I want you to be able to hit that 10K mark. I want you to be able to hit that 100K or more a year, and ultimately scale up to 7, maybe even 8 figures. That is what I'm here for. Again, if you want to embrace strategic planning, if you want to throw those frantic energy out and get really clear on what needs to happen to maximize the last 4 months, come join me on Friday. It's a small investment. It'll be well worth spending that money and coming for this workshop style session where we do this together. You're walking away with a plan done, just like you're going to walk away with an entire strategy for 2024 done when you're joining me for the Tulum retreat. If you've got any questions ever about anything that I share on this podcast, if you want to come on as a guest, or if you want to just connect, message me at Teresa Lambert Coaching. I'm always available for you. I'm so grateful that you are here, and it is my mission to support as many service-based entrepreneurs as I can to scale their businesses to 6 figures while also having the freedom to play. I love you all so much. I can't wait to be back next week and have fun applying the scale method to your business and hitting those 10K months. Chat soon.